Okay, what is going on, guys? I know it has been a while since I've made my last actual talking video, but I've had a pretty busy week with the AO2 and everything going on and getting situated with my new programming and getting back into the swing of things now that the AO2 is finally over. So the topics of these videos of this video that I want to cover on today are 3 different topics. The first topic I want to talk about is going to your first national meet, or the AO2, the new weight classes and what I plan to specifically do with the new weight classes. And 3, we are going to talk about my training moving forward. So let's just start off with the first one. If you have not yet competed at your first national meet, it is a very, very cool experience. I've only competed at local meets. This is my first national level meet, or regional, whatever you want to call it. I've done about, I want to say, 10 meets up until this point. So going to my first national meet was such a great experience. I got to experience it with my whole team, so a lot of my teammates competed as well. So luckily, it was in King of Prussia, which is about an hour and a half away from where I live, and I have a good amount of friends that live out in that area. So it was just an overall really fun weekend. I didn't have any expectations going into the meet because of my wrist, so I was just praying that I didn't bomb out. So I'll show you guys my lifts that I hit. So I ended up hitting 105 in the snatch. And 132 in the clean and jerk.
Let's go, Fran. Come on.
Clock's running for set.
Let's go, Fran. Come on.
Come on, Fran.
Come on, Fran. Big jerk.
Yes. There we go.
I made 138, but I got called for a press out. But I'll leave that up to you guys to kind of decide.
Final attack.
Come on, Fran.
Go, Fran. Come on, Seth. Come on, big jerk. Whoa.
That's it.
Come on. No lips.
A 105 snatch is only 5 kilos off my best ever, so being able to hit that in competition felt amazing. And it felt really easy too. It just, wasn't the best lift, as in, obviously I feel as if I'm better, or I'm good enough for 110, but without peaking really well and with an injury, I will take that any day. Cleans felt really good. I'll show you guys the 138, and the 138 looked pretty solid to me. The one thing I will mention about going into a national level meet is that the judging is pretty hardcore. They were calling press outs for like shoulder movement, which obviously is not the rule. Your elbow can't press, but your shoulder can move, but your elbow just can't press. So I saw a lot of those calls being made over the whole entire course of the weekend throughout all of the platforms, and it was really inconsistent. So that is something that you're going to have to watch out for. You just have to train your jerks, I guess, better, or just be able to kind of just really lock out your elbows on the platform. So overall, the meet was great. The venue was awesome. It was run very well. They had like kill cliff and stuff for all of the athletes at all times, and the booth setup were really cool. So I really loved it. I had a lot of fun. I love competing at a meet where I didn't have to really cut, because the month leading up to the meet, I was actually already cutting. We'll get back into that in the weight class topic of the video. Excuse me. I was already cutting, and I was already down to like almost 100 kilos. So I was well under, so I didn't bulk up to the 105s, and I didn't like cut or anything. So I kind of just like watched what I ate and just made sure that like I had enough food and everything. So yeah, I was good on that. So that was awesome that I didn't have to cut, so it relieved a lot of stress and things like that. And I didn't have any pressures to make any lifts, like as in like qualify for anything. So I didn't have to, you have to snatch this, you have to clean and jerk this to make this meet. So I love competing for fun. Obviously I had fun at this national meet, so I want to go to more. So in order to go to more, I just have to do well. So I'm going to continuously train, obviously, to reach the higher levels of competition, but I just had a lot of fun not having to worry so much about making lifts and putting all that unnecessary pressure on myself. So that was my experience at the AO2. I would love to hear if anybody went. I would love to hear your experiences. And next topic we'll move on to is weight classes. So the new weight classes came out. I believe the weight classes that I would shoot for, I am 102 kilos right now. I've started cutting ever since AO2 ended. So I'm 102 kilos. I think there's a 106 class, which is, there's a 109 class. Yeah, and I think there might be a 101. I'm not sure about that one, but I know there's a 96 class that we're aiming for. And depending on how my body responds to the weight loss, I could even potentially go down to 89. Now that is a huge drop for me. That's 11 kilos, which is over 30 pounds. So I don't plan to do that within a month or two. That is a long-term plan. That's something that I would like to be able to do next summer. So my next meet that I signed up for is Dorman's, which is the gym that I made a video on. We are hosting a meet with them, and I am competing there. That is the weekend of Halloween, so October 31st. I actually signed up for the 96 kilo class because I think I can lose 6 kilos by then. So yeah, it's kind of just the reason why I'm cutting is because kind of just for like what I want with my life and things like that. It would benefit me more in that sense to trim down. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say that I'm giving up on the weightlifting pursuit, but like at this point in my career, I'm 23 years old. There are kids that are, 18 years old, 17 years old, and they're lighter than me and lifting way more than I am. So like this is not something like, I'm trying to go to the Olympics for. It's kind of just something for fun. It's something to keep pushing myself and just staying in the gym. So I don't really have the desire to go to like world championships and the Olympics. I mean, that'd be awesome to do, but like the amount of commitment, time, and anything to even potentially make it to that stage is nearly impossible. So for my life and kind of like what I'm pursuing, I think it would just be more beneficial for me to kind of lose the extra body fat that I have and just perform at a lighter body weight and just be all around healthier for life. So is it the most optimal way to lift weights? Like, am I going to be the strongest at a lower body weight? No, of course not. So it's kind of just like you kind of have to do a trade-off. So it's kind of like a physique thing, like mental thing, and kind of just however you want. If you want to be lighter, be lighter. If you want to be heavier, be heavier. So yeah, that's my take on it, and that's what I'll be doing for the next couple months. I will be cutting. And the last thing I want to get to in the topic of this video is my training. So at this point, I feel as if my weightlifting technique has developed pretty well. I'm not an expert by any means or a pro, but I think my technique has developed to a point where my technique isn't going to get my lifts skyrocketing. It's going to be my strength. So with a cut, I don't want to be losing strength as much. So how my program is split up now is I train, it's a 3 days on and 1 day off kind of split. So the first day is going to be a weightlifting day where I'll be doing snatching, clean and jerking, and squatting. My second day will be a strength day, which will be pretty much a powerlifting day. I'll be squatting, deadlifting, benching, and pressing. And on my third day, I will be doing a bodybuilding circuit. So I throw in some of these clips over in the video. I show you guys like the powerlifting, weightlifting days. I don't show you guys the bodybuilding days because that's a circuit thing and it's not really that entertaining to watch. But yeah, so that's kind of what my training split's like. So it's literally 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. So I only get 1 day off a week. And it's super tiring, and the way that my coach has it set up is like I'm not doing cardio, but my heart rate is definitely up from the amount of reps, sets, timed rest, and things like that I'm doing. So I think this is going to benefit me great just because like I need to work on conditioning anyway, and I want to lose weight I want to lose fat. I don't want to lose like all of the muscle that I've gained from, just starting this whole weightlifting thing. So yeah, those are the 3 topics I kind of wanted to get on. I do plan to make more videos, trying to do a video once a week, maybe twice a week, just so I can keep the content up. And I have a lot of ideas, but just kind of putting them into action is a lot harder than I thought. It's just that I want to my weightlifting technique, I want to kind of show it out there and kind of teach viewers or just teach anyone that's like watching that, anyone can do the movements. It kind of just takes a lot of hard work, and I kind of want to break into how I learn the movements and kind of teach them. But the thing is, I don't have my own cameraman to record me. I could record myself, but my gym situation is not the best. I don't have like my own private facility, so recording myself in a local or in a global gym is a lot harder than it sounds. I mean, it's probably not that hard. It's just like I'm overthinking it, and I get kind of like anxiety when like other people are watching me like bust out a tripod and a big camera. So that's something I'm going to work on. I will eventually definitely make a video about learning how to snatch and how to clean and jerk and things like that. So please stay tuned. Please be patient. It is a lot harder to bring yourself to do that in public, so bear with me. So if you guys stuck around for the video, thank you so much for watching. Please be on the lookout next week for a next video, and I will catch you in that next video then. Later.